Good morning, dear students. In this session, in continuation of Phenol's chapter, we are going to learn about some named reactions. The contents of these sessions includes Riemann-Tiemann reaction, Gattermann-Koch reaction, Hoben-Hoschk condensation, Scarton-Bowman reaction. Let us start with the first reaction, that is Riemann-Tiemann reaction. This reaction nothing but a formulation of phenols with chloroform in alkaline solution. It is called as Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Here the formation of salicylate or orthohydroxybenzaldehyde is formed when we treat a phenol with chloroform in the presence of sodium hydroxide. Coming to the mechanism of this Riemann-Tiemann reaction, the chloroform initially deprotonated by strongly basic media, that is potassium hydroxide solution, giving chloroform carbanion, that is compound number 2. So in the next step, what happened? This chloroform carbanion readily undergoes alpha elimination, giving rise to dichlorocarbene. So this is what the principal reactive species of this reaction. In the next step, what happened? The aqueous hydroxide solution, the aqueous hydroxide also deprotonates the phenol reactant, yielding a negatively charged phenoxide, the compound number 5. This negative charge is now delocalized into the benzene ring, causing it to be far more nucleophilic. So in the next step, what happened? This results in the nucleophilic attack on the dichlorocarbene, forming an intermediate, that is dichloromethyl substituted phenol. Later, this intermediate, subjected to basic hydrolysis to finally achieve the target compound, that is orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, that is compound number 9. And this compound is also called as salicylaldehyde. Coming to the next reaction, that is Gattermann-Koch reaction. Here in Gattermann-Koch reaction, benzene is treated with carbon monoxide in the presence of an acidic medium, that is HCl, in the presence of a AlCl3 to give benzaldehyde. Here that AlCl3 acts as a catalyst. Coming to the mechanism of this Gattermann-Koch reaction, it involves few steps. In the first step, what happened? Formation of formyl chloride takes place. See here, carbon monoxide reacts with HCl and forms a formyl chloride. Since CO, that is carbon monoxide, acts as a Lewis base here, it can accept a proton. You can see in the reaction and form a hydro from the hydrochloric acid. It can accept a proton from the hydrochloric acid, so that the formation of formyl chloride takes place. What happened in the next step? Here the formation of an electrophile, that is HCO plus, takes place. See here, in this step, formyl chloride react with AlCl3, aluminum chloride, so that the formation of an electrophile, that is HCO plus, takes place, and it easily removes a chloride ion from the species, that is aluminum chloride. Here it easily removes a chloride ion from the species. In the next step, that is in the third step, what happened? Formation of benzaldehyde takes place. An electrophile which is formed in the previous step, that is HCO plus, aromatic substitution occur at the aromatic ring. That is, an electrophilic aromatic substitution occurs at the aromatic ring. That is, an attack of an electrophile on the benzene ring here takes place. The aromatic ring acts as a nucleophile here and donates an electron pair to the formyl cation. That is an electrophile. And during this step, AlCl3 and HCl are removed so that the formation of benzaldehyde takes place. Coming to the next reaction, that is Haber-Bosch condensation. This reaction is an organic reaction in which nitrile, that is CH3CN, reacts with arene compound to form an aryl ketone. Here the formation of a ketone takes place. And this reaction is just like a Friedel-Crafts acylation with HCl and a Lewis acid catalyst. Here Lewis acid catalyst is a ZnCl2, zinc chloride. Example for this Haber-Bosch condensation here is 2,4,6 trihydroxy, that is the formation of a 2,4,6 trihydroxy acetophenone from fluoroglucinol. Coming to the mechanism of this reaction. Here it involves two steps. In the first step, what happened? First step is a nucleophilic addition to the nitrile with the head of a polarizing Lewis acid, forming an imine. That is, formation of imines takes place in the first step. Next step, what happened? It is hydrolyzed during the aqueous workup, okay, when we treat with the water to yield the final aryl ketone. When it undergoes hydrolysis, it forms a ketone, that is aryl ketone. You can observe here the target compound is aryl ketone. Next reaction is Scott-Bowman reaction. This reaction refers to the method of chemically synthesizing amides from acyl chlorides, that is acid chloride here, and amides in the presence of a base, that is sodium hydroxide. This organic reaction is named after the German chemist Karl Scott and Eugen Baumann, who discovered this method of synthesizing amides. Here, when acid chloride, that is RCOCl, reacts with an amine in the presence of basic media, formation of an amide takes place, that is RCONH. Formation of amides takes place. Coming to the mechanism of this reaction, here in the first step, what happened? The formation of a protonated compound from the reaction between the acyl chloride and the amine takes place. Formation of a protonated compound takes place. Here, what happened? The positive and negative charges on the nitrogen and oxygen atoms. You can observe here the positive charge on the nitrogen, right, and negative charge on the oxygen atoms are neutralized by the exchange of proton between them. You can observe here exchange of proton takes place between negatively charged oxygen and positively charged nitrogen. In the second step, what happened? The catalyst of the reaction, that is a base here, proceeds to absorb the acidic proton which is formed when oxygen attempts to reform a double bond with carbonyl carbon. You can observe in this reaction mechanism, right? And in the third step, what happened? the required amide or desired compound, that is a amide product, is formed along with hydrochloric acid, that is elimination of HCl takes place. This HCl is neutralized by the base catalyst as well. Coming to the revision of this session, in this session we have discussed Riemer-Tiemann reaction, Gattermann-Koch reaction, Hoban-Oesch condensation and Schotten-Baumann reactions, and we have also discussed mechanism of all these reactions. Thank you.